Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 DS3 1.2 PureTech DStyle Nav.
And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This DS3 does have a 5-speed manual.
All DS3s do have a rack and pinion electric power steering system. A leather-wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom design, sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions, and satin chrome highlights on the bottom half is standard on the DStyle Nav. Two transmissions are offered with the PureTech 110 engine in the UK. Buyers can choose between a 5-speed manual like this car or a 6-speed automatic. To engage reverse for the manual transmission, push the gear lever all the way to the right and back. Upon shifting into reverse, the standard issue rear parking sensors activate together with its diagram that appears on the 7-inch infotainment display. The gear knob is finished in gloss black, while the base of the gear lever and the parking brake lever is wrapped in leather as well. Safety features for the DS3 DStyle Nav includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force, distribution and brake assist, electronic stability control, DS Connect box emergency and assistance systems, tire pressure monitoring system, and mobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. For the DStyle Nav trim, 17-inch Aphrodite black diamond cut alloy rims are standard. The rims on this car are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 3 205/45R17 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and discs out back. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts, while the rear gets a deformable beam setup. The DS3 was first launched back in 2009 when Citroën decided to debut its new premium range called DS. Built on the PSA PF1 platform, the DS3 is essentially the 3-door hatchback version of the C3 5-door hatchback from the regular Citroën range. The DS3 was sold as the Citroën DS3 until 2015 when Citroën decided to spin off the DS lineup into its own brand dubbed DS Automobiles. A mild facelift, which appeared in 2014, comprised of new DS LED Vision Xenon headlights for the range-topping trim, new engine choices, and new technological features. For the 2016 model year, however, a more thorough facelift was unveiled. This time round, all Citroën badges on the car disappeared. There is a new grille, LED front fog lights makes an appearance on certain trims, new personalization features are available, and again, more new technological features appears. Under the bonnet of this DS3 is a 1.2 litre dual overhead cams 12 valves turbocharged inline-3 engine with multi-point electronic fuel injection. This engine produces 109 horsepower at 5500 rpm and 205 Nm of torque at 1500 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour is achieved in 9.6 seconds, and the top speed is 118 miles per hour or 190 km per hour. With a 50-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the DS3 PureTech 110 manual is 62.8 miles per gallon, which is 4.5 litres per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 104 grams per kilometer, and the DS3 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Spring 2010 saw the debut of the DS3 in the UK, with the major facelift model going on sale in March 2016. For the past 6 years, many special editions in addition to the regular trim levels were introduced. At present, the trim levels are Chic, Elegance, Prestige, Ultra Prestige, Performance and Performance Black. There is also the limited edition Performance BRM chronographist trim, of which only 10 will be available in the UK. 5 petrol engines and 2 diesel engines are available. Depending on the engine, manual or automatic transmissions can be chosen. Exterior features of the DS3 DStyle Nav includes manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, LED daytime running lights, 3D effect LED rear lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, indicators below the side mirrors, body colored side mirrors, chrome finish for the side rubbing strips, front grille and door handles, and a single chrome exhaust pipe.
You do have some storage down there together with a speaker right there. And right here you do have your mirror controls and your window controls. Both the windows in this car are powered, while the driver's side is the only one that gets a fully automatic function in both directions. You do have some storage down there, and right above, this button allows you to turn off the vehicle's electronic stability program function, while this button allows you to turn on or off the vehicle's ecosystem. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. The driver's seat in this DS3 DStyle Nav does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat height. And this bar down here controls your seat position. To gain access to the rear seats, locate this lever, pull it, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The DS3 DStyle Nav does come standard with a single zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right here. It is quite simple to use. To the right you do have your fan, speed and different modes. To the left you do have your temperature and automatic mode. And right above you do have your front and rear defrost, air conditioning and your recirculation buttons. You do have a bit of storage right here and right down here. And to the right of the head unit you do have your electronic central locking button. Right up here, you do have your fragrance dispenser. It is currently not equipped with any cartridge, so you can't actually dispense any fragrance if you do not have the cartridge, but if you do, this is where it goes.
The DStyle Nav trim does come standard with an integrated 7-inch touchscreen head unit with various media connectivity options, eMyWay navigation, 6 speakers for the sound system, and the hi-fi system audio upgrade.
I must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in the DS3 does sound quite good. It is a touchscreen head unit, so we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the artist, album, title, you can go back a song, go forward a song, and you do have your track number down here. Hit the options button to bring up your list of media settings. You do have your radio list, media list, photos, you can manage your jukebox, and bring up your settings. You do have your shuffle, repeat, auxiliary settings, and your various announcements settings with your traffic announcements, news, weather, and all that. If you hit the source button, it brings up your list of media sources. You do have FM, AM, DAB digital radio, jukebox, auxiliary, Bluetooth audio streaming, iPod connectivity, and USB. To go back to the main menu, locate the menu button down here. Next up, we do have navigation. Right here we do have your maps. Hit this button. And right here you do have your navigation options. You can enter your destination, save current location, resume guidance, diversion, route settings, and your voice control. Hit this button to make the unnecessary data go away, and hit this button to bring up your interactive maps. Use the up, down, left and right arrows to go to your desired location. You can zoom in and out, and to exit, just hit this button. If you hit the options button, basically brings us to your navigation options again. Enter destination, points of interest, traffic messages, map settings and all that. You do have your zoom buttons down here, and hit this button to change your map view. Next up, we do have settings, and right here you do have your audio settings with your preset equalizers, bass, treble, loudness, your balance and fader, your different sound effects, ringtones, and your voice settings. If you hit the options button, you do have your configuration menu with your system settings, time and date, languages, screen settings, calculator, and a calendar. You can turn off the display right here. Next up, we do have your connected services with your internet browser, your connectivity options, Bluetooth connection, transfer rate, and right here we do have your telephone menu with your keypad. You can dial a number, bring up the options, you can search for devices, look at your Bluetooth connection and your telephone options. You can also look at your call list, dial a number, look at your contacts and all that. And lastly, your driving information. Right here you do have your range, how long the ecosystem has been running for, and your instant fuel consumption. You also do have your trip 1 and your trip 2 data. The two trip meters are basically having the same set of data, just depending on when you last reset it. You do have your average speed, average fuel consumption, and distance travel. You can reset it just by hitting that button right above. And hit the options button to bring up your vehicle settings, your vehicle check, and your tire pressure monitoring system. And that's about it. And right down here, you do have your menu button, your volume buttons, and your SOS button. Front quarter windows, there are no controls on the steering wheel, but behind it, on the top left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. On the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls. On the top right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and if you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can actually bring up your driving data as well. And on the bottom right stalk, you do have your audio controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. And right here you do have the lever to adjust the level of the headlight. You do have a bit of storage beneath the parking brake. And right here, you do have your auxiliary and USB ports and a power outlet. Some storage right here with a cutout for a cup holder. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and the sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right underneath this portion right here.
"285 litres is the boot capacity with the rear seats in place. Fold the rear seats down and remove the cargo cover and the boot space expands to 980 litres. To the left of the boot is a light that illuminates the area, and there is a bit of storage underneath the boot floor.
The fuel flap itself is not actually lockable, but the fuel cap is, so you do need the key to open up the fuel cap. You do have your window control right there with some storage down below and your speaker right there. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the height adjustment as found on the driver's side. It is the same method to gain access to the rear seats. Pull this lever, flip the seat back and move the whole seat forward.
Now, to fold down the rear seats in the DS3, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and flip the seat back down. As simple as that.
I did set the front passenger seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the front passenger seat. I do get about this much leg room and about this much headroom. It is actually not that bad back here. There is a lot of leg room. Headroom might be a bit limited, but at least the seats are nice and soft. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. No rear center armrest for this one. You do get your interior lights right above. And you do get grip handles on either sides with your speakers. and storage down below. As with most other right-hand drive Peugeot and Citroëns, the glove box is actually quite small due to the location of the fuse box right here. This small glove box problem does not affect left-hand drive models. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed.
Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 DS3 1.2 PureTech DStyle Nav. Thanks for watching and goodbye.